And we are here in Bend at the Northwest Spirits and Mixology Show, and I'm talking to Dean Sullivan of Zircon Azul Tequila. Is this your first time out at the show, or have you been here before?
Last year I was here. Wasn't as windy, but clear skies and intense heat. It was 80 to 90 degrees, but everything went well. And a lot of consumers were here appreciating what we had to offer.
Tell me a little bit about Zircon Azul Tequila and what makes your brand special and stand out in a literal sea of tequilas out there.
That's the easy part. I represent the Jaime family, Jaime, the Jaime family out of Aranda, Jalisco, Mexico. They've been growing blue agave down there for over 100 years, and they decided about 8 years ago, let's create our own brand of tequila. Instead of selling all of their agaves to Herradura, Patron, some of the other bigger companies, and came up with Zircon Azul. Translated means the blue gem. Manuel Jaime, who's created the modern day version of the recipe the family used in old days, graduated from Guadalajara University and studied agriculture down there. And his grandfather died at 106 years old and was in charge of the Salsa family fields for 30 years and fought with Zapata in the Mexican Revolution. The history and the story behind the family who creates Zircon Azul goes way back. They were certified organic in the fields last year, so we've got to sell through current inventory before we can add that to the label.
Wow.
It stands alone as a product that sells itself. But because we're a family-run operation, I am and they are, we don't have the budget that the big companies have. So we're reliant on word of mouth to get the word out there. And these tastings, all of these shows I'm involved with, they offer the consumer a chance to try it, and it sells itself. So I'm not trying to sell anything I don't believe in.
And without those watching right now being able to reach through and taste some Zircon Azul, could you describe maybe the difference in taste that a consumer might notice when they taste the tequila?
That's a good question and a good point to bring up. Oftentimes when people come up to the table to try and taste our product, they ask me those questions, and I have to say, I'll let you tell me what you taste of, because my taste buds are different than everybody else's, and it's hard for me to forecast what I believe the tastes come out of what they created. So it's up to the consumer how they look at it and taste it and give me a response on it.
Can you tell a difference in using this brand in things like margaritas and mixed drinks, as opposed to maybe a cheaper, more low-end tequila? And what would somebody notice?
Well, there's three different levels of Zircon Azul currently. There's the reposado, which means rested, that's been rested in the white oak barrels for up to a year, but not over a year. We have an añejo that's been in the barrel for 3 years. We hope to bring it into the country in 6 months in a red bottle. The next step down from ours is the plata. Some companies call theirs silver or blanco. Ours is plata. And then we have a gold. The gold is in a 1 liter bottle, the only 1 liter bottle of 100% agave tequila in the Northwest. It compares to some of the other brands that we all know as gold labeled. Without downgrading another product, Jose Cuervo, everybody knows that brand name. It's what's termed a mixto in the business. It's not 100% agave tequila. Ours is 100%, and a huge difference between taste between the other goals and our goals, because it's 100%. Plus, it's in a 1 liter bottle. That's a big advantage.
Now, I understand that they also have an agave nectar. Now, what might someone use that for?
We brought in the agave nectar about 8 months ago, and we promoted at the table and in some of the tastings in regards to using it in margaritas and mixed drinks in place of triple sec. It carries the taste of the agave, which all tequila is made of, so it enhances margaritas especially. And we insist on the dark number 2 because it has more flavor, as opposed to some of the other agave products out there that is amber or light. They heat it up and filter it. The American way is make it white. So we insist on the dark number 2, which carries the flavor. And it's used in baking, cooking, in recipes for desserts. And you can use it on your waffles and your tea and coffee. It's a gluten-free product and low on the glycemic chart, so we not only are restricted to liquor stores and spirits outlets for use in margaritas and mixed drinks, but now we can go into health food stores and markets as well.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about about your product. Nothing goes better on a day like today than a nice cold margarita.
Sign me up.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.